Oh my goodness me, he was not kidding when he said he's put some bigger doors on. Jeez, my God. You weren't joking, was you?
Parking recording
When
started.
you said you put bigger doors on?
You gonna do it? Do it in style.
Yeah. Do you want to be on camera?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Adrian's going to agree to be on camera. So this is my very good buddy, Adrian.
Hi all.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, cool.
Look
Good to
at
see
this.
you too.
Look what he's done here. Just take a look at these doors. Did you do that on your own? Jeez. They're the original doors there where me and Rebecca was working on her van. We got in through that way. And I feel really bad because I've been ill. I've not been able to help Adrian.
That's fine, we've got it done. It's
I
all
really
done.
wanted to help you. Look at that.
So come on in.
Let's have a look. You've got some vanners in here, look.
The start of the van builds. The many van builds.
Yeah. So what's your vision for this?
Well, as Tim, we've got a guy over from, where is he from? Somewhere up north.
Yeah.
And then, so that's his 3 bays. Then Justin is here. So that's Justin's 3 bays. And then the end of the workshop is mine. So I got my van, my other van, and just started my build.
This is yours?
Yeah, just been out,
new van as well?
bought it last week.
You have been busy.
Yeah, and look,
Blimey.
come with me,
So where's mine?
come this way.
Look at the size of this place. It is huge. It is absolutely massive. Oh, here we go. What's in here? Oh, look at this.
And a home from home, our own kitchen.
How have you done all this in such short time?
I crack on.
That's incredible, Ady.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dishwasher, washing machine, tumble dryer, oven, fridge.
I can't
Microwave
believe
steamer.
that.
We've got everything.
I'm in awe, mate. I can't believe you've done so much.
Oh, we haven't seen it at the other end yet.
Whilst I've been laying up,
Oh, come on.
coughing me guts up.
You've got on with Rebecca's van, you've got on well.
Yeah,
So come up here.
I've done what I can,
Yeah, I know.
but not as much as you've done.
Well, I must
Jeez.
admit, Justin did help. So we've had a bit of a jig around.
Look at that.
Very own on-site shower.
I like it.
Built out of pretty much so offcuts and a little few bits.
A bit of leftover kit
Car, yeah. The only thing I bought was the paneling in the shower.
Yeah,
So yeah, we're all good.
it's all going.
Yeah. If anybody's up for a van build, get in contact with Mel, and then Mel will give you my email address. And you need to let us know what is it you're building, how long you anticipate it to build, and then I'll email you some information about the rules and regulations of the workshop.
Yeah.
Does that work?
We're going to open it up for people to use.
Yep.
What a guy.
So this is, so Justin, I seen him on Facebook looking for somewhere to build. I reached out to him and he's like, yep, I'll be there. And then Justin knows Tim. Tim came and said, yep, I'm here. So Tim comes down at weekends and Justin lives here full time with me.
Excellent.
All good?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So yeah, a little bit of a change.
So have you saved a little corner for me?
Yes.
That's the important thing, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I can't believe the transformation.
And then over here, I'm setting up a little woodworking workshop. So planer, thicknesser, spindle molder, and some chop saws and everything like that here.
That's fantastic.
We've got welding equipment here as well if needed. We're not looking at vehicle maintenance, you know, i.e. taking an engine out and putting a new engine in.
No.
This is van build.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like woodwork mainly.
Yeah. Yeah, woodwork, electrical, bit of maintenance, painting and decorating of your vehicle, and
I've got to be honest, I was kind of hoping I could change my diff oil today.
yeah, no, that's fine
I'll do it
outside.
outside,
That's fine
yeah.
outside.
Yeah, I'll do it outside.
We just don't want dirty stuff inside, that's all.
Yeah, that's
and then,
understandable. That's all gone as well.
yeah, well, yeah.
Jeez, you've been busy.
All piled up there. That's how much came out of it.
OSB board.
Yeah.
Very useful for building vans. I'm gonna have to get
That's sold, so that's going out
Oh, the
next
furnace.
week. Yeah, the burner's going. And then on a Thursday stroke Friday night, we do come down with me. So one person takes it in turn each week to cook.
Oh, really?
Mine was
Is
last
that in the
week.
contract?
It is. Otherwise you can't come in. Got to fill my belly somehow.
Brilliant, mate.
And then obviously the location.
Yeah, you've taken all this down as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all that was
cleaned all the
overgrown,
way along
wasn't
the
it?
driveway. Cleaned all this through, so just burning off all the rubbish. Emptied out all of the kit car, that's all gone in the far end.
Yeah, I see that down there.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe how long I've been ill.
I know, you have been off for a while.
Well, it's only been like 2 or 3 days now. I've actually woke up without coughing.
You haven't coughed since you've been here? Yeah, yeah, because last time you were coughing.
Yeah, because I was laying underneath Becky's van doing the fuel tank.
Fuel
wasn't I?
tank, yeah.
And I
yeah,
got
which
really cold.
I drank some.
Yeah, I got really cold that day.
Yeah. The trouble is it
And,
gets through to you, doesn't
yeah.
it? You get a chill, and that's it.
Yeah, knocked me on my arse.
So,
Really pleased.
next year
I
or
can't
so.
believe how much work you've done in such little time. Honestly. I'm not just saying that to the camera, I mean that, yeah.
I did say, I crack on.
Becky's going to be like, what? Because we were working on Becky's van in this little bit here.
And that's where I was parking for
This is where we put, we was working here, like through that little door in this little space. And look at it now, it's just opened up.
Oh, and Justin went up and put perspex on the roof lights, so we got a bit of natural light coming through as well.
Nice. Look at that.
Not bad for a chicken shed.
It's all right, isn't it?
You like?
I love it. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you guys would be impressed.
I'm blown away, mate, honestly. Absolutely blown away. This is what I want, a longer wheelbase van. Yeah. And he's put flares in it as well.
Yeah, one flare so we can line up.
Yeah.
So Tim's been making up these doors. He was going to rank this out, and I showed him how to do it with a special tool that I've got.
Oh yeah, because Adrian is actually a master cabinet maker, purely by chance.
Just by luck. So we use a joint called a domino. And you just pop it together, and it acts like a mortise and tenon. Glue it up, clean the glue off, sand it up, and he's got a beautiful door frame he can hang. So this is where my skill comes in, and people ask me, what shall I do, what shall I do? Yeah. And this is where I can educate. I've got sash clamps, I've got everything. The idea is, if I haven't got it, you don't need it.
Yeah.
That's a thumbnail, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, saying that, I didn't have any axle stands, did I? I do apologise.
No, I had to go and buy me own.
Yeah, slap wrist, slap wrist. It's funny because Justin's got his axle stands. So, but you just needed them before I had them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So who's got my trellises?
Trellises?
Yeah, I left my trellises here, my table.
Oh, your benches? Me?
Oh,
I did ask.
I've already seen them.
Yeah, I did ask. They were down there, and I said, "Oh, Mel, can I borrow these?" And I swore I heard you answer from your place.
I already spotted it.
It's a communal work area.
Yeah.
Everybody has to.
Yeah, I'll bring all my tools up here and just leave them. Anyone can use them.
Yeah, that's it's all there. You know, I've got battery stuff. I've got loads of stuff here. Same as Justin. Same as Tim. It's just be respectful to each other. Yeah. That's all I ask.
It's a dream workshop, isn't it? It is. So Adrian was telling me about this on the phone the other day, and he's really excited to show me. It's his tipping solar panel frame.
Tipping and rotational.
And rotational as well. You can see it's got a rotational thingy there, so you can rotate it. Look at that. Freaking genius.
So there'll be a motor
going up on your van.
Yeah, there'll be a motor on this that will rotate it
to
any direction of the sun, and then I can put it back in its location, and then it'll fold back down. It does go all the way up, for those who are interested. This will obviously all be wired into the van, and then rotate it until I get the maximum wattage, lock it off, and then when I'm ready to go, it will rotate back to its 0 position, and it will fold back down. Is that very cool, or is that very cool?
That's extremely cool. Much better than my aluminium thing that I'm making. Yeah, I like it.
I'm a cabinet maker engineer type thing. And then I'm going to do an app so I can do it on my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so much for keep it simple, keep it safe. Because that is not simple.
Well, hang on, there's 2 actuators and a dumbwaiter, which fits on the top of the
Where'd you
van.
get the ring from?
Online, eBay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just a dumbwaiter ring.
It's called a Lazy Susan.
Oh, like
Lazy
like
Susan.
having Chinese
like-
restaurants.
That's right.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
only seen him once.
So a Lazy Susan, but it's a sealed bearing unit, so it'd just be greased up. And because it'll be underneath all of the solar panel with a front screen, it'll be kept dry. The actuators are
fantastic.
sorted.
That's brilliant. I love it. Right.
That's going on back there.
Well, I'm going to
crack on
and get some work done on my van before it gets dark.
Once the sun's out. Well, even if it does get dark, we can bring you in.
Does it?
Bring you in.
Let's see if I got the right tools. Oh, he's got electric plug-in as well.
Yeah. No, do you want a coffee?
Right. Oh, I'd love
Or tea,
coffee.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee, black.
Black.
Yeah, no milk because I'm on keto.
You're on keto? Oh, of course you are.
Yeah, I'm on a keto diet. Oh, I recognise this.
Make use.
Me and Becky made this when we were doing her van, doing her window and her covering somewhere clean and flat to lay her material down.
And my daughter made the base.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Look at that.
Yeah, just showed her how to put it together and she built it.
Brilliant.
She's only 16.
And he's even got a pizza oven. I mean, how many workshops have a pizza oven in them? Shame I'm on keto.
It's only the month, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only the month till I lose my belly because I can't get in my wetsuit at the moment.
Oh!
I know, and that thing was expensive.
Yeah.
So I finally got the van in the barn. Adrian's down there working hard on his van. So now I'm going to attempt once again to change the diff oil on Mary. Now, before I take the oil out of the diff, I need to make sure that I can get the oil back into the diff. So let's check the plug, make sure I can remove it so that I can actually put the oil back in before I take any oil out. Does that make sense? I hope so. So this is the drain for the diff, and this is where you fill the diff. And this is the 14mm Allen key that I thought I had in my van the last time I come here, but I didn't actually have it in my van. It was in my lockup. So this is where we fill the oil into the diff. Now you can see that come out really easy, surprisingly enough. I don't want to get this dirty, so I'm going to put this somewhere nice and clean. Let's hope this works. I don't know if I can get enough leverage on this because it's a bit of a weird angle for me to lean down on. Oh, there we go. Lovely. I've not jacked the van up for this. I'm simply doing it with the van on the floor. The reason for that is because if I jack the van up, then it's going to be at an angle like that, which means the oil isn't going to drain out, or not all the oil anyway. So I'm hoping by doing it on the floor and not jacked up, it will give me that slight advantage of doing that. I think it's going to be a matter of inching it down, I do believe. Not easy. I don't think this has ever been undone. Right, it's nice and loose now. Just see a little bit of oil weeping out of there. So I'm going to get the bowl ready. And we are going to drain the oil out of my diff. And like I said earlier, I've changed just about all the fluids on this van, all except the diff fluid. So it's well overdue. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at the colour of that. That is nasty. Oh, it's still warm from my drive up here. Look at that, hardly anything's coming out of there. So it definitely needed changing. Usually these are magnetic. I don't think this one is. Oh, actually, that's not that bad. Hang on, look at that. If I run my finger over it. There you go. It's not as dirty as I thought it would be. I'm really pleased about that. Right, so I'm going to let that drain. I'm probably going to get my bottle jack out and jack it from that side, just to tip it slightly that way to make sure I get as much out as I possibly can. Plenty of life left in old Mary yet. So here we go, I've got it jacked up this end, so any oil in this part of the axle will now drain down, go into the sump. And then once it's, I'm going to leave it for about 5–10 minutes to drain down. Then I'm going to move the jack over to that side and under that part of the axle, jack it up, and then whatever oil has actually drained down and gone into the sump will then come out of the sump. It'll be interesting to see if there is any oil actually trapped in this part of the axle. You can see the oil is just dripping now, which would indicate that it's empty. But if I jack it up from this side, we'll see if we can get any more to come out, because I'm going to tip it slightly that way. It'll be interesting to see if any more of the oil comes out. Oh, the drips are getting longer. Yeah, it's definitely starting to flow. Look at that. So there you go. This means we're going to get as much out as possible. There we go. I think that'll do. This wheel's off the ground now. So this wheel's off the ground. That wheel's still on the ground. And she's flowing. So I'm going to leave that for a little while, make sure every little bit comes out that I can get out before I put fresh oil in there. Brilliant. If I'd realised there was a lip there, I would have definitely brought a gasket for this cover and taken this whole cover off, give it a good clean out and wipe out inside, replace the gasket and then put this cover back on. Maybe I'll do that next time. If there is a next time. There we go. Anyway, that's nice and clean. I'm going to clean the plug and then put a little bit of PTFE around it, put it all back together and refill it with oil. Now, although this is a tapered plug, in other words the thread is tapered, I'm still going to put a little bit of PTFE on here just to be on the safe side and make sure it definitely doesn't leak. Being very careful not to cross thread this. There we go, we're in. Too easy. There we go. Now I'm going to move the bowl, because if I drop the Allen key, you can guarantee it's going to go in this bowl of oil, and we don't want that to happen. So we're simply going to move that out of the way like that, just in case I do drop this Allen key, because after all I've still got a bit of a weird thing going on with my hand. I'm prone to dropping stuff. That's plenty tight enough, that's never going to leak. There you go. So that's that sealed up. I'm just going to wipe it, get my drips off there. So I know in a couple of days I'll check and see if there's any oil dripping from this. If I see any oil dripping, then I'll know I need to pinch it a bit more. But I think that's going to be perfectly fine like that. There you go. So now I've got to do is clean that bit of dust out of there, is refill it with oil. But before I refill it with oil, I must remember to let the jack down, because we want it nice and level. Because what we do, we fill this until the oil starts running out. That's pretty much how we know what level to set it at. Now I know some of you are going to be thinking, how the hell do you get oil inside the sump? After all, it's so low down to the floor and it's a tiny little hole and it's on the side of the diff. Well, the simple answer is diff oil comes in these special containers, and the lid has got a built-in spout. You simply pull these little levers, creating these two loops. You then pull like that, and as you can see, hey presto, this spout comes out, and that allows you to poke that spout through the hole, pour and squeeze the bottle, and then the oil goes down into the sump. Allow me to demonstrate. Not a lot of room under here. I don't really want to jack the van up, but we've got a little safety cap in there as well. There we go, in there. you've got this little tab you need to pull out as well, like that. There you go, that's our bottle open. Now that should hopefully fit in there like that. As you can see, it really is as simple as that. So now we just squeeze the bottle, and I think this takes 2.5 litres, and I've got 3 litres, which should be plenty. I'm going to put the bowl actually back under in case I do drop any. I don't want to get Adrian's floor oily. After all, he's been kind enough to allow us to use his facilities like that. Oh, that was lucky. There you go. Try and be responsible when you do this. And this is a really simple DIY job. Anybody can do this with a few simple tools. So if you've got an old van and you're not sure of the service history and it's rear wheel drive like this, then I urge you to change the diff oil. Make it somewhat of a priority, because if a diff was to fail on you, it would be really expensive, and yeah, you just don't want it to happen. So prevention is better than cure, as they say. Alright, that's one down. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep putting oil in it until it starts coming out. They don't make these easy to come out, do they? Tiny little loops on them. Right, so that's one. I'm going to measure how much oil actually come out of this. Once this is done, I shall pour this dirty oil into one of these containers. Be interesting to see how much was in here. And I'm using 80W90 mineral gear oil. This is what Mercedes recommend. So that's what I'm using, and that's why I'm using it. There should be some left over. Before I put the third one in, I'm going to get the rubber plug, just get it ready to bung in the hole. So the only thing stopping the oil from coming out is the actual spout of this. If I remove this, you'll see the oil will start to come out. There you go. So now we put that plug in. That is messy. So there you are. It only took 2 litres. I've got a whole litre left over. That is surprising. We'll just wait for that to stop pouring out. I'm going to wipe it clean and see how much oil we've got in this tub. Be interesting. Okay, so let's measure how much oil came out of my sump, just out of interest, for shits and giggles. Let's have a look. I'm going to tip this down like that. I'm going to attempt to pour. Hang on, let's see if I can do it this way. So no, I ain't going to do it that way. It's a bit cock-handed. That's pretty much out of there now. Oh, there we go. That's full. So that's 1 litre. It was certainly low on oil, that's for sure. Because that is just up to the 400ml mark. Remember, I did actually spill some into here. It wasn't a lot, admittedly. So after doing over 150,000 miles, my diff has lost around about half a litre of oil. I don't think that's too bad. I'm really pleased with that. And looking at what's in here, apart from the dirt, doesn't look like there's a lot of metallic going on in here. You can just see it, slight glistening of metallicness in there. Nothing that I would overly worry about. So that's telling me my diff is in pretty good condition. I'm so pleased I decided to change the oil. Well, there you go, only 1.5 litres came out, but 2 litres went in, so I'm really pleased with that. Mary's got new oil in her diff, she's got new oil in her gearbox. She's going to be good for at least another 100,000 miles, I'm sure. So if you enjoyed watching this video, if you found it mildly entertaining, slightly informative, then please do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? And if you enjoyed watching this video, the chances are you're going to enjoy watching this video next. Thanks for watching, ta-ra for now.